Does anyone have any questions or anything to add to these agreements?
No, and I just appreciate, can we be quiet? My wife and her boyfriend are taking a nap, so if we can just try to be quiet during that thing.
We will try our best to do it, but I don't want to hinder from Ivan's.
Oh yeah. I guess I can turn the speaker off. Sorry.
Hey, shut up.
Oh, okay.
No, please. No.
Be respectful.
Let's be mindful of the things we say on the microphone, please. By next workshop. And with that being said, Ivan, I'll pass it off to you.
Ow, Kyle. Ow.
Thank you, Maria.
Ow.
Well, welcome everybody. I'm glad to see everybody here. I'm glad everyone made it. So bienvenidos a todos. Like Maria said, this is a bilingual workshop for our bilingual here community.
Hey guys, study after study shows that if you want strong bones and muscles, healthy hair, skin, teeth, and nails, you need the 5 types of collagen in your diet. I get mine from BioTrust. I've got a link in the description with a massive discount, and it'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, so Birdman says Dr. Oz told everybody on live TV that he doesn't VAXX his children, yet he pushes it on everyone else. And he also gloated over how smart he is and how that he's endorsed by President Donald J. Trump. And here he is sitting next to Marina Abramovic, Miss Spirit Cooking Marina Abramovic, who does all this like satanic, demonic stuff. And Dr. Oz is going to sit next to her. And that's not all about Dr. Oz. He is on, if you go to the World Economic Forum website, as a matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and do it right now. Dr. Oz, World Economic Forum. That's all you got to type in. This is from weforum.org, straight from the World Economic Forum website. So not only is he sitting next to, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and you're pretty much known by the company you keep. If you're going to keep company with the Marina here, there's some questions that rational people should ask, just like we should ask rational questions of, why is Mehmet C. Oz on the World Economic Forum site? Oh, that's right, because he endorses the World Economic Forum and global governance. So this guy right here sitting next to you, Marina Abramovic, is not your friend, and he's Trump endorsed, so it is a big club, and you aren't in it. Just remember that. If you're not a member of the big club, then you don't get the perks that the big club dishes out. You don't get the protections, the tax deductions. You don't get the good stuff that the guys at the top and the higher echelon, the sold out puppets who are dangling by banker strings, you don't get what they get. And they're not there. They're not here for us. They're not here for our benefit. They're not here for our well-being. They're here to spread global governance. Global governance means global control. They want to control you. They want to control me. They want to control your family. They want to control your time and laboring energies. They want to control the value of your dollar or whatever currency that you use. And they think and why do they want to control you? Because they think they're better than you. They think they have a higher claim over your life and property than you do. Mehmet Oz is no different. So while he may not, Dr. Oz saying that his kids aren't going to get VAXX about 2 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to play that here just because it's so sensitive. But yeah, apparently he did say that he's not going to give his, not going to have his kids bow down at the altar of Jabbo, but he doesn't mind if everybody else does. Just another example, guys, of where these people literally want to rule you. They want to, I don't know, maybe they're going to fulfill the first commandment of the Georgia Guidestones. And this is something that was put up by Pale Rider not too long ago. And he says, he puts this meme up, says, this is all you need to know. Not one single person who paid to you-know-what with children on Epstein's Island has been arrested. And then he says, yet the book is thrown at me for missing a toll on the interstate. Isn't that the way it always is? Why haven't there been arrests made? And if there have been arrests made, mainstream, fake stream, CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird, MK Ultra media isn't covering it. Why wouldn't they cover that? Why do we see the televised minutia of Johnny Meth and Amber Turd? Why are there cameras allowed to go in there so we can see every intricate detail of what happened and how she pooped on his bed and how he takes massive amounts of drugs and gets upset and slams cabinets when he's on a drinking binge? Why do we get to see that, but we don't get to see what happened in the Ghislaine Maxwell trial? You tell me. Sounds like it's just I don't know, the what can be expected that comes out of the injustice system. Speaking of injustice system, Congress, which is the opposite of progress, Congress is not for you. It's not for me. They don't represent your will. They don't represent your welfare. Congress reaches a deal on $40 billion Ukraine package. $40 billion. This adds insult to the trillions of injury they already have out there. $40 billion. Here's how much a $40 billion is, guys. Just to give you one mental hook. If 1,000 people making $40,000 a year, so you got 1,000 people making $40,000 a year, how long would they have to work, these 1,000 people making $40,000 a year? How many years would they have to work to generate $40 billion worth of revenue? 1,000 people making $40,000 a year would have to work 1,000 years to accumulate $40,000. And yet, here's Joe Biden going, okay, $40,000, no problem. How much of this is going to go to the military-industrial complex, funding the war machine? How much is actually going to make it to people who are really in need? That's my question. Congressional leaders struck a deal. Really? A deal with who? They didn't strike a deal with me. Did you have a say in this matter? On Monday to send just call it $40 billion in military and humanitarian aid to Ukraine that could be taken up by the House as soon as Tuesday. Why it matters. The deal, which is billions more than the 33 billion the White House initially requested, is slated for quick passage after Democrats agreed to drop key priorities, separating the Ukraine aid from roughly $10 billion in funding for the, planned organized partial shutdown of the U.S. economy in the second quarter. Republican leaders had said they blocked the Ukraine funds if they were linked to the convids in 1984 by George Orwell appropriations. It had become a major sticking point in Capitol Hill. What should have been the major sticking point is, Bobby, we can't afford it. We can't afford it. Can you imagine running your house like this? Let's say you're $40,000 in debt. You know what? I think we need a new car. You can't buy a new car. You're $40,000 in debt. I think we'll go out to eat. You can't afford to go out to eat. You're $40,000 in debt. I think we'll take that trip we always wanted to take. Take a $2,500 vacation. You can't afford it. You're $40,000 in debt. Guys, if we're $31 trillion in debt, not counting unfunded liabilities, we have no business writing another $40 billion check. Your house would crumble and fall if you live like that. Timing. The concession was made after President Biden told Congress earlier in the day to separate the bills, emphasizing the urgency of passing the Ukraine pact. It's urgent. It's necessary. Necessity will always be the plea for every infringement of human freedoms. It's the argument of tyrants like Biden, and it's the creed of slaves. Tyrants like Biden and Congress completely railroading the American people. This is Congress going, oh, the American people, yeah, this is what I think about them. Screw you, American people. This is all about Ukraine. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's about beefing up the military-industrial complex. It's about ramping up the war machine. It's about putting more dollars in the defense contractors' pockets so that they can fight this proxy war, this made-for-TV, CIA-infiltrated Operation Mockingbird, lamestream MK Ultra media war that, Brian Stelter and Jakey the Snake Tapper and Rachel Madcow and Sean Hannity are talking about every single day on their news shows. Corporate teleprompter reading idiots. We cannot afford delay. We can't afford to give $40 billion. We can't afford delay in this vital war effort. Hence, I am prepared to accept that these two measures move separately so that the Ukrainian aid bill can get to my desk right away so I can sign off on the betrayal of the American people. That's what I'm going to do. is what Joe Biden should say. Between the lines, the decision to separate the bills is a major hit for Democrats who are concerned that about, funding won't pass without the incentive of tying it to the larger Ukraine proposal. We wanted to just shove a whole bunch of pork in this bill as it got bigger and bigger and bigger, not giving anybody the time to read it, of course. Even if they did read it, they would still agree to spend money. Congress, you can't spend one more dime. Not one more penny. You can't do it. People are talking about defunding the police. How about defunding politicians? We need both, and Ukraine. Senator Patrick Leahy, Democrat from Vermont, chair of the Senate Appropriation Committee, told Politico, "We're going to have real problems this fall with what." Are you predicting or are you planning? And it's a mistake not to have both together. I really regret that. I really regret not pulling the wool over the eyes of the American people again so we can stuff more billions into this spending package. Another potential problem. And you can see Zelensky there sitting there going, "Oh God, what a bunch of suckers. I can't believe people. This is so easy, like taking candy from an American baby. Like taking baby formula from American baby." Another potential problem Democrats face with the relief is Republicans' efforts to tie an amendment to the bill that would prevent the administration from rescinding Title 42 at the end of the month. The fight over the amendment, which would prevent the White House from ending the Trump-era immigration ban on May 23rd, is stalled on the package for weeks. But $40 billion, guys, come on. 1,000 people would have to work. 1,000 people making $40,000 a year would have to work 1,000 years to cover $40 billion. Now, do you want that? You want a check, or do you want that on pallets, Ukraine? The American people don't mind. Yeah, we're representatives of the American people. We economically pillage and plunder them. What's another $40 billion among thieves, huh? Come on. Suck it up, America. What's wrong with you? We're in control. We're in charge. You voted for us. You voted for us. While we have time and it still retains some of its perceived value, maybe it'd be a good idea to convert your worthless fiat into valuable, storable food. Don't be the one who waits till the food riots start happening. You don't want to be fighting panicking people in the store over that last jar of peanut butter. At Prepare with High Impact Flicks, you can get up to 3 air and watertight gasket-sealed ammo cans, each filled with a 4-week emergency supply. 7 food varieties, 2,000 calories a day, 284 servings, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and each meal comes in a resealable, heavy-duty 4-layered pouch. And it's got a 25-year shelf life. Every order of a 4-week supply gets you $100 off plus free shipping. Here's how simple it is to make. I'm going to cook up some Granny's home-style potato soup. People are going to think I'm a culinary hero. You open the pouch, boil 4.5 cups of water, stir the contents, simmer on low heat for 15 to 20 minutes, take it off the heat, then let it set for 2 to 3 minutes before you serve it up.
Man, this stuff's so good. People are going to think Granny stopped by and filled your kitchen with a whole bunch of love.
Well, if Granny does stop by, she's going to fill your behind with a whole bunch of buckshot if you keep talking with your mouth full. Wipe your dang beard off. It's embarrassing. So maybe convert some of your worthless fiat into valuable food while you still can. Order now and get $100 off of up to 3 4-week emergency food supplies at preparewithhighimpactflix.com. The link is in the description.